Have you ever heard of the Fisker Ocean? It's a car, although not one that's made anymore. The company went bankrupt in 2024. They produced a bit over 11,000 of the vehicles, and about a third of them are here in New York City. So the question is, how did something that was a spectacular failure end up being a common sight on the streets of the city? Back in 2016, Fisker Inc. was founded by Danish car designer Henrik Fisker and his wife Gita. Henrik Fisker had been associated with well-regarded car designs for BMW and Aston Martin, so there was a lot of excitement about his independent venture. The Ocean, a luxury electric SUV, was announced in 2019, and by 2023, over 60,000 pre-orders had been received. When it was finally released in 2023, it looked great, but once people started driving, it became clear that the car was plagued with issues, from door handles not working to glitchy touchscreens to loss of power while driving. Things fall apart for the company pretty quickly. By 2024, they declare bankruptcy and stop making cars. Meanwhile, here in New York City, there's a mandate that passes that requires all for-hire vehicles to be either wheelchair accessible or electric by 2030. So, sensing an opportunity, a fleet operator named American Lease gets the idea of buying the remaining stock of unsold Fisker Oceans, about 3,200 of them. Cars that once listed for anywhere from $37,000 to $69,000, depending on the model, they get for an average of about $14,000 each. The Oceans are then put to use on the streets of New York City. Now, for a few $100s a week, TLC drivers can operate a Fisker Ocean, which is why you see them all over the place here. Running a fleet of cars from a defunct automaker obviously has its challenges. American Lease still tries to get as many parts as they can from what's left of Fisker in Austria. They also keep a certain amount of cars to raid for parts. And then for repairs, they've partnered with local garages who've become specialists in fixing this unusual vehicle. They also have a contract with a tech company to keep the software for the vehicles updated, since Fisker obviously isn't doing that anymore either. American Lease is hoping that the cars will last for about 200,000 miles, which for a TLC vehicle in New York means about 5 years. Some might last longer, but eventually they will become rare on the streets here. Until then, though, it's not hard to spot an Ocean in the middle of the city.